Good morning, all. The Jocelyn Gray Avatar here once again with your Sunday morning announcements. If you're with us on Facebook or YouTube, please subscribe to get notifications when we have new videos. If you're with us on Zoom, drop us a hi in the chat. We'd love to say hello back. If you're with us in person, hello everybody here. And if this is your first visit, please sign the guest book either in the lobby or online at oakcliffuu.org/guest. Today, Eric Wallace is in the pulpit with How Does Your Garden Grow? A meditation on spiritual growth. Immediately after the service, we'll set up for our Sankofa Garden fundraiser with potluck lunch, silent auction, and raffle. Can't stay but still want to support the Sankofa Garden? Here are two easy ways. Go to oakcliffuu.org/donate and select Sankofa Garden, or text 214-225-5996 and add the letters SG to designate the garden. Coming up this week, every Monday, our Widening the Circle of Concern work group meets on Zoom at 3 p.m. If you would like to help us on our path to becoming an anti-racist church, please consider joining us. Questions or concerns? Email wcoc@oakcliffuu.org. There's no Teamwork Tuesday this week, but it will return on August 1st. Any questions? Email Kathy at workdays@oakcliffuu.org. This Thursday, our Social Justice Ministry Reading Group meets to continue discussing Life's Journey, Zuya Oral Teachings from Rosebud. The group meets at 7:30 p.m. on Zoom. Please contact Mavis if you have any questions. Details on all of this and more can be found on the back of your order of service and in the weekly e-blast. If you're not receiving the e-blast and want to, just sign up at oakcliffuu.org/e-news. Also in the e-blast, you'll find yet another plea for help with Sunday morning coffee and snacks. If you are willing to help out, please contact Rita at admin@oakcliffuu.org. We have a member anniversary to recognize today. Shari Randall joined UUCOC on July 17th, 2011. That's it for now. Really hope you can stick around for the fundraiser. It should be fun.
Welcome to the UU Church of Oak Cliff. Here we gather in sanctuary where we're free to pursue our own unique and individual spiritual journeys in an atmosphere of acceptance, compassion, and celebration. We seek to build a community where what you believe is less important than how your beliefs guide and inform your participation in the world. Ours is a community that values the inherent worth and dignity of every human being. We welcome you. May the light we now kindle inspire us to use our powers to heal and not to harm, to help and not to hinder, to bless and not to curse, to serve you, Spirit of love, compassion, and forgiveness.
And in Spanish, que esta luz que ahora encendemos nos inspire a usar nuestros dones y poderes para sanar y no para herir, para ayudar y no para impedir, para bendecir y no para maldecir, para servirte a ti, espíritu de amor, compasión y perdón.
A Place of Belonging and Caring by Kimberly Ann Tomczyk Carlson. It is not by chance that you arrived here today. You have been looking for something larger than yourself. Inside of you, there is a yearning, a calling, a hope for more, a desire for a place of belonging and caring. Through your struggles, someone nurtured you into being, instilling a belief in a shared purpose, a common yet precious resource that belongs to all of us when we share. And so you begin seeking a beloved community, a people that does not put fences around love, a community that holds its arms open to possibilities of love, a heart home to nourish your soul and share your gifts. Welcome home, welcome to worship.
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power, strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near.
In our community, we make time each week to share pieces of our lives with one another, our joys and sorrows. We do this because each person in the community has value. Each person's experience matters. We share our sorrow with one another today, knowing that sorrow comes into each person's life, knowing that together we offer comfort. Please share your sorrows publicly by posting them in the Zoom chat or send them to our Facebook Messenger. And in a second, we can speak them aloud.
When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love. When I breathe in peace. When I breathe out love.
We also share our joys with one another, knowing that joy comes into all our lives, knowing that joy calls unto joy, knowing that together our voices can rise in a chorus of celebration. Please share your joys publicly by posting them to the Zoom chat, or send them to our Facebook Messenger, or speak them aloud. Ours is a covenantal church. Latin for come together. Covenant means a solemn agreement or a promise from the heart regarding a course of action between parties. The practice of promising to walk together is the core of our faith. Simply put, it is a guide for the behavior we expect from ourselves and each other. We are bound together by the promises that we make to one another, and we recite our covenant during every worship service.
Because we love one another, we honor each individual's spiritual journey. We celebrate life's abundance in service to each other, our community, and the world. We connect with each other in love, respect, and acceptance. Thus do we covenant together. And now in Spanish. Porque nos amamos uno al otro. Honoramos el viaje espiritual de cada individuo. Celebramos la abundancia de la vida en el servicio a entre sí, nuestra comunidad y el mundo. Ponemos en contacto a unos con otros en el amor, respeto y acepción. Así que hacemos pacto.
Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears. Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I feel your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears.
A garden. Life. That's why I love it. Y'all know it's pretty obvious that I love the garden. That's why. There's life. There's food. You get food, but there's life there. We have life inside us, not just breathing and heart beating and brain functioning. We have life inside us from the universe, from whatever we consider holy. We have life. So this meditation is going to be a little short because I'm hungry. So I just want everybody to take a minute, feet on the floor, eyes closed, and breathe in and hold and out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Let's do one more. Hold, breathe out. Everybody feeling centered? Okay. So keep your eyes closed, and I want you to picture in your mind whatever you find holy or valuable or powerful, whatever word you would choose to describe it, whatever you think of when you think of those words. Let it fill you up. Let it surround you. When you have a garden, you don't just have plants. First, you have to have soil that's full of life, feeding you. You have to have air with oxygen and carbon and all of the elements the plant needs from the soil and from the air. It has to fill up the plant, just like whatever we think of as holy has to fill us up. Whatever we think of as wise, we allow to fill us up. So take another deep breath and think about that holiness, that wisdom, that power surrounding you. Now picture your feet in the soil, on the soil, connected to the earth. That's your ground. That's where the contact between the plant and the earth is, where the earth feeds the plant. So allow yourself to be fed with a few deep breaths in and out. Go at your own pace. Next, there's a seed. The seed has been fed by the earth, by the environment. It's ready to grow. We are ready to grow within whatever we find holy or powerful or having wisdom. We're ready to burst forth from the ground to the air, from the ground to the sky. So think about yourself as that seed that's sprouting, just like your holiness, your wisdom, your power is sprouting out of you, with a few deep breaths in and out. Now there's a seedling basking in the sun, feeling warmth. In Texas, too much warmth maybe, but warmth, hopefully moisture. It's growing, just like you are growing. All of us are growing in holiness, power, wisdom. The universe has fed us. Now we're ready to grow, to sprout in love. So think about that with a few deep breaths in and out. The plant is fully formed. It is ready. It has grown. It's ready to bear fruit. It's right there on the edge. It's right there on the edge between the environment, the universe, the soil feeding you, and you're just getting ready to return some of that energy, some of that power, some of that holiness back to everything that surrounds you, to every life, to every rock, to the soil, to everything. So think about that, just being right there on the edge. Think about that with a few deep breaths in and out. fruit. Fruit or flowers, vegetables, whatever is growing in your particular plant, in your particular garden, whatever you're thinking of. Fruit feeds. It feeds others, just like we feed others with our power, with our holiness, with our wisdom. Your idea of those beings is not just for you. It's for the community. It's for what's around you. The fruit bears for others. So what kind of fruit are you? Think about what kind of fruit you are, how you want to engage the world, the universe around you. What fruit are you bearing into the world, for the world? So think about that with a few deep breaths. Now think about your neighbor. You've given out what you have to give. So think about what they have received. Just like your neighbor might eat the eggplant that you grow. I choose eggplant because that's what's giving us the most produce right now. Think about what the other person, the other animal, the other plant, the rock, whatever is in the universe that you've interacted with. Think about that person now. You've given so much just by being you. Whatever you do is just a bonus. You are you. Think about how the other person, just by knowing you, just by interacting with you, is enhanced, is given new life. Just like the universe gives new life to the plant, it grows into us, and then it grows out of us, back into the universe, back into everything, every person, every animal, every plant, everything. So think about what you have given. Think about the life of the other person. Think about the life of the animal. Think about the life of the plant. Think about the power of the rock, or whatever you want to think of in the universe, the whole universe. You have enhanced with your power, your wisdom, your holiness. So take a few breaths and think about that. The universe feeds the plant. Holiness, wisdom, and power feed us. The plant grows. Our journey goes forward. The plant bears fruit. We bear fruit. The other person benefits. The other person receives. The universe receives what we have to give, whatever that may be. Holiness, power, wisdom, whatever you think of, grows in you, comes out of you, is fed, is nurtured, and gives back. That is the way the garden grows. That is the way Spirit grows inside us. Now, as you come back into the room, I want you to take another deep breath and hold and out. Wiggle your feet, your toes, your fingers. Move your head around. Just get back feeling baseline, feeling good. Just whatever you need to do. It doesn't matter what you do. There's no right answer. There's no wrong answer. And then slowly open your eyes. And I feel it would be appropriate at this point if we just turn to your neighbor, give a high five, a hug, whatever. You have given that holiness. Give it right now. Thank you very much.
Join me in reciting the Widening the Circle of Concern Covenant. We, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Oak Cliff, commit ourselves to the study and dismantling of racism and oppression within our congregation. We commit our congregation and ourselves to the work of anti-racism and anti-oppression. We commit ourselves to listening, to learning, and to action. When we fail, we commit ourselves to trying again and again. We covenant to begin this work and to continue until all of us can truly say that we are a beloved community of justice, equity, and compassion. Thank you. All right, here with a widening moment reading. The author of this reading is Melissa Jeter. She is a full-time seminarian, at least at the time she wrote this, which was not that long ago, about a year ago. At that time, was a full-time seminarian at Methodist Theological School in Ohio, as well as a full-time librarian in Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to the librarians, y'all, and the seminarians. But yeah, okay. She was a student minister affiliated with First Unitarian Church of Toledo, and has a actually long list of credentials and whatnot that are available on Worship Web if you want to read those. So, Melissa Jeter, about a year ago, wrote this piece called "I Am Here, Growing." It opens with a quote from Alice Walker. "No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow." All right, Melissa Jeter goes on to say, "The self-determination of both sets of my grandparents helped them survive the Depression. My father's maternal relatives were skilled craftspeople while owning land and breeding animals. My mother's maternal relatives owned land in southeastern Ohio. Though I never knew them to live in the country, they were heartbroken to move into the city. As a child, I sat on their front porch with a toy stove. I had some vegetation from which I pulled little green bulbs. As I put them in the pot and stirred, my grandfather parked his blue pickup truck across the street. He was returning from the country where he had been gardening. As a tween, I witnessed neighbors in my working-class neighborhood take an empty lot and grow food on it when they were laid off from the steel mill. It always seemed wise action to take, but I realized that I am compelled to do this too. My personal power lies in growing food. In my mid-20s, I read about living off the land. I had to make it work in the city with a raised bed and then a garden plot at church. I even taught myself to can. While some of my uncles worried that I had identity issues, I was canning the cha-cha spiced green tomato relish that their mother and grandmother made for them when they were children. My identity now derives from my relationship with the ground around me. Last year, I fought gophers from eating tomatoes in my garden, so this year I have a raised bed, plus fencing to keep the gophers out. I now see the squirrels walking on the top of the fence, eyeing the dirt. I start thinking about a possible war with the squirrels, but I suppose they have to eat too. Growing provides my life meaning, connects me to a long line of ancestors who had their hands in the dirt because it was keeping them alive. Their work brought me to this life. I am alive. I am fortunate not because I have a backyard, but because I grow in this quiet space of connection to people who brought me to life. The gardening I do harnesses the power within as I connect to the way of my ancestors' survival. This, too, is religion. And she closes with this prayer. Spirit of life, let the ancestors be realized in me. As I grow and differentiate myself in creation, may I also hold the line that brought me into being. Remind me that I can always harness this power within. Ashe, blessed be.
Let there be an offering to sustain and strengthen this place that is sacred to so many of us, a community of memory and hope, for we are now keepers of the dream. Members, if you are contributing cash towards your pledge, please use the envelope provided and write your name on it. To text your donation, see the number on your order of service. For more options, see oakcliffuu.org/donate.
From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. De ti yo recibo, a ti te doy. Así compartimos y vivimos hoy. From you I receive, to you I give. Together we share, and from this we live. De ti yo recibo, a ti te doy. Así compartimos y vivimos hoy.
Benediction by Eric Wallace. May the holy bless you and keep you. May the holy shine their face upon you. May the holy look upon you with loving and give you peace.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Extinguimos esta llama, pero no la luz de la verdad, el calor de comunidad o el fuego de nuestro compromiso. Estos los llevaremos en el corazón hasta que estemos juntos otra vez.